Testing the mic. What's up, guys? How's it going? I'll be on in just a minute. Can you guys hear me okay? Captain Flippers, you can't hear me? You can. Okay, great. All right, guys, how's it going? We are in. I got some Skyrim in the background. Let me turn it down a little bit. I think maybe me as well. What's up? What's up, Slammer? For y'all that don't know, this is my boy Slammer. He's been with my little group, well, Chad Factory, Doom Trooper guys. He's been with me for a while. Cool dude. Slammer. These are the guys from Nyakuza's stream. Let's see who else we got in here. We got, I know I don't have chat up. Let me see if I can, maybe I can put it up on screen. Let me see. 2 seconds. It's always got to be scuffed here, right? Wouldn't be our kind of stream if it wasn't messed up in some way. If I can't get it up right now, I'm going to try and get it worked out after the stream, so... Image, no. All right, it's gonna take me too long to figure out right now, but anyways, let me say hi to everybody. We got Deke, we got the Bulgarian guy. You make some cool food, dude. Despite me not being particularly fond of that kind of food, it still looks really good. I would definitely try some. Gordon, what's up, man? Captain Flippers, ahoy. Jericho, John Ebert. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad I got a chance to do this because I think you guys can agree. I don't know about everybody else. But when we don't have Nyanis streams, it seems it's weird. It's weird. We don't talk as much in Discord and stuff like that, but on the streams we all get together and talk and stuff like that. I'm not usually a big fan of streams in general, actually, let alone, you know, like VTubers streams. What's this, Captain Flippers? That is it the latency, like my voice is talking first and then my character is talking? Or is it just that you're seeing things later? Anyways, let me know and we'll move on. But so at least having this, even if it's just a few people and it's not everybody Nyanis usually gets, I wanted to make somewhere where we could still all get together and talk for a little bit while she's out. And her content is kind of the stuff that I wanted to do also anyways. So it's weird because she wants to go back to work and I want to be a content person, right? So it's a blessing that she has the platform, but I know it's a lot of work for her, a lot of stress, and she'd prefer to be at a job. I'd rather be doing this. With that, before we get started with news and stuff like that, we want to send out our prayers to her and her dad. I hope that everything goes well. It seems like it is. They're closing everything up and then she'll be driving back with the John Deere soon, right? So just keep prayers, good thoughts, everything like that. She's keeping up in the Discord and on Twitter, as we'll see shortly. So, and I thank her extremely for allowing me to post in the Discord and talk to you guys and try and have a collaborative audience with y'all. I'm reading some of your chats. Trying to avoid dead air, but it's difficult sometimes. Anyways, let me turn down the music, maybe just a hair more. Oh no, it's me. It's on my end. In my headphones, I forgot I have a new soundboard, so I could just turn it down for my headphones and not for you guys. So with that, thank you, Nyanis, again. Salute. Let's get right into what we got today. I think I have my window capture. Let me see here. There we go. Let me resize it. Hopefully you guys will be able to see everything I'm talking about. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. As you can see over here, I'm going to pass this way. Chair Sama's cousin over here. If you guys think of a name, let me know. But Chair Sama's cousin right there in the middle of the room. Let's see what we got for today. The first thing we got for the day, and let me see if I could change my face. It's going to be weird having to press a hotkey to change my face, but let's see if we can do it. There we go. Okay. The first thing today, very upset, is Hasan, right? I'm sure you guys have seen the whole thing with Hasan's dog going on. Chat over here. Let me see. No, I have some stuff. I think Nyanis just brought up some stuff, actually. Let's look. Let me know if the window's too small, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'll go back and talk about how this all started to begin with, but it seems like for a minute Hasan was saying that he wasn't using a shock collar, he wasn't using any kind of disciplinary collar, and that she just clipped her claws, but people went back and looked at it and was like, no, she didn't do that. This is the dog, obviously, right here. Cutie. What an adorable dog. I would love to have this dog. But now he's going back on that. It's not that she clipped her claws. she does have a disciplinary collar on, but now he's saying it's a vibration collar, not a, don't take that the wrong way, guys. I know some of you guys in here, but it's not a shock collar. He's saying it's a vibration collar. So, which, I mean, I guess it's a little bit better. I personally am not necessarily against a shock collar if the dog is in extreme, like extremely aggressive. But the thing that I think everybody's upset about that he's not understanding is it's not about the collar. It's about the it's about the fact that he's using it to just keep this dog in the bed all day. This is a big, working dog. I think it's still pretty young too. I can't confirm that. So allegedly, this is still like a teenage type puppy area dog. This dog needs a lot of attention. It needs to go outside. It needs to play. You know what I mean? So, and as we know with Nyanis, she is taking care of her dogs all day. She has a dog that's incontinent. She has her husky that was a little that bitter, and Nyanis has never had to use a shock collar, and her dogs seem fairly well behaved. But she also doesn't keep her dogs locked in a room all day. I don't keep my dog locked in the room all day. I hate that I have to go to work for 8 hours, and my handler has to go to work for 8 hours, and we have to, in between us, my handler does come home and let her out at lunch and stuff like that, but we have to leave her at home for about 4 hours by herself. I don't even like that. So this whole thing is really some people are saying that it might be the thing that actually causes a lot of Hasan's fans to leave him, because we know how much crazy like leftist people love their dogs because they treat them, because they don't have kids, so they treat their dogs like their kids, right? So we'll see what happens with that. Let me read some of your chats here. Let me keep up. Dog collar Piker. Why isn't he banned from Yam? Hi Yam, I didn't say hello to you. Why isn't he banned? Because the guy who runs Twitch loves Hasan. The guy who runs Twitch basically, gives Hasan the Glock 9000. All right. So faces. Let's just go back to this one. Anyways, so I mean, it's the owner of, or the runner of Twitch was never going to ban Hasan for more than a day. He's never going to be completely banned. I guarantee, unless something changes or Amazon tells him to. If Amazon tells him like, hey, get him off the site, which is surprising that Amazon hasn't. That's the big thing. That why hasn't Amazon fully gone into, condemning this? Yes, Captain Flipper is not much more of a shitty person than Hasan. I still pray for him, as we all should, if you're a Christian, but he gets on my last nerve. Seki-sama for the chair. Okay. So Seki-sama is my chair's name, apparently. I think it's animal abuse. I think it's animal abuse again, not with the shock collar necessarily, but specifically with the fact that he's just using it for the littlest thing. Not an over aggressive dog, not a dog that's like super hyperactive, destroying the house or anything like that. He's just like, no, you're just gonna sit in the bed and be my stream prop all day. It's like, dude, you can get up for 2 seconds and let your dog out of the house. Oh, hey, hello, Nyanis. Glad to have you here. We are praying for you and Papa Nyanis as always. And again, thank you for allowing me to talk to the Nyakuza and get them over here to hang out, because we miss you and we miss hanging out and chat together and talking about this kind of stuff. So Godspeed and all the best to Papa Nyanis. We're just talking about Hasan and how he's a dickhead. So Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Yannis. Your dogs get you up all the time. My dog, like if she wants to come into the room right now, I'm gonna let her in. Like, you just let the dog out. You let the dog out of the room. Nobody in your chat's gonna care that your dog prop isn't in the room with you. I understand, Yannis, but it's a thing for me where it's like I wanna thank you anyways. It's much appreciated. Anyways, but yeah, you just get up and let the dog out, right? It's not that hard. The dog needs to go walk around the house, go outside. It's a big dog. It's a big working dog. My dog's a little dog and she still needs attention. I'm going to go give her a walk afterwards. I'm going to use that. I like that. Yeah, it's testosterone news. However you say that, I'm going to work with that. Anyways. So, let's go start at the beginning again really quick. Oh, by the way, Nana's face reveal. We knew she was a man, right? We knew it. There's no women on the internet. So going back, I have my list. Let me get that going in here. I have a bunch of stuff. I went and looked up a whole bunch of stuff for today and tomorrow, and like we're prepared. We're prepared. Let's see where we start at here. Just want to keep you guys interested. Why can I not click on it from there? There we go. Okay. Pull it up. Pull it up, Jesse. Let me see if stop audio. Let's pull up what Hasan's saying. Hope you guys can hear.
About how problematic they.
Let me get you guys to hear it. Let me see if this is going to work. Hold on. Sick. Browser audio. Okay. Nope. Oh.
Please don't get a Frenchie. I just read a Vox article talking about how problematic they are. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know they have breathing problems. I know they're incredibly fucking inbred. I don't give a shit.
So as we can see, we got Hasan saying, you know, that he doesn't care about the health of the dog. If he wants the dog, he's going to get it, whether it's a Frenchie or a pug or any of that, for whether they have medical issues or not, he's just going to get it. So. And then here's the original video.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just... You're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom. No, she doesn't want to come over here to see what's up. She just wants to fucking roam the house because she got to roam the house when I was gone. And she needs to literally have the same structured, regimented. I think that's
Why is he so upset at this dog? Why is he like, and why is he not allow the dog to walk around the house, I guess, without supervision? Like, is that weird? Please tell me, chat, dude. If any of you guys have pets, like, you just let them walk around the house, right? You let them walk around, go outside, stuff like that. I do. My dog, she basically has free reign of the house for most of the day. She's a very well-behaved dog. Unless we don't let her out, then she, you know, might go potty in the kitchen on the tile floor, where she's like, well, at least you guys can clean it up easier. But otherwise she has basically free reign of the house during the day. So what the hell is going on here? Somebody want Nanus 1 McDonald's? By the way, Nanus, I could see how difficult it is to keep up with chat sometimes. I'm a whole like paragraph behind, and I have dyslexia, so it's even worse. So, anyways, I mean, we can go on about Hasan forever. He's a bad guy. He's not a fun dude. Gamer moment. Hello, Remy. We're talking about Hasan here, but I mean, there's not really much more to talk about. It's just Hasan is mistreating his dog, whether he's shocking her or not. Just keeping her locked up in the room while he streams all day is not, like, bro, just, he already walks away to make himself lunch and leaves the stream on, you know, watching CNN or something like that, copyrighted content, without him for like, what, an hour sometimes more. So look, Nanus, all right? I actually will go, you know what? We'll go to the DSP clip on this. We'll go to the DSP clip for you guys, chat, because I know that's what you want. Let's go look at the DSP clip. It actually has to do with this very thing that you guys are talking about, talking your own stuff in chat. Let me pause it and put the sound back on.
Hey guys, you want to shut up in the chat about completely unrelated nonsense and talk about the game? Because you're fucking being stupid and I don't like it. Hey guys, you want to shut up in the chat about completely unrelated nonsense and talk about the game? Because you're fucking being stupid and I don't like it.
You see, DSP doesn't like it when you guys talk in chat about your own things. All right. You guys gotta stay you gotta stay focused with what we're talking about in the stream, okay? Just kidding, guys. Turn my music back on. There's your DSP clip for the day. If you guys find any more, let me know, because it's been actually difficult to find any recently, any cringe. I'm sure Nyanis has some. There we go. Okay. And we're back to that. Deke, you can't say that. You've donated to him, my friend. See you later, Nanas. So now I can get rid of the DSP clip. All right. And I thought I was going to have to talk about Hasan a lot more, but realistically, it's the normal thing. It's Hasan is a dickhead and he mistreats his dog. Who would have guessed? So, unless there's updates, I can probably get rid of this. The next big thing, let's see here. Let's talk about the Mexico meme ban, yeah? I don't need this. Get out of here. I need this. Yeah. All right. So, breaking. Mexico's new anti-meme law would jail people up to 6 years for posting memes. So, all of you guys are in trouble. I know you guys be posting those dank memes, but 6 years for posting memes, GIFs, or videos that humiliate politicians. Why is it the EU, UK, Mexico, Canada are all pushing the same Orwellian garbage? Different countries, same playbook. Silence the people. And it all started with their new president, I think. President, right? Or do they have a prime minister? I don't know. But so all of you guys, if you ever go to Mexico, just know if you post any memes about politicians, even if you just put a sombrero on them, you're gonna go to jail for 6 years. Wonderful. Wonderful. And this new president, I don't know why. You can guess why they are running this playbook in Mexico. Shouldn't they be worried about, cartels or poverty? Yes, Jericho, I agree. Same. Also, Remy, we need. I should put. You know what? I need to update my profile picture. I was gonna do a fall themed Dutch, but maybe I should do a sombrero themed Dutch. It's funny because I am like quarter Mexican, so hola. Okay. Simple enough. Do you guys want something more goofy or more serious? Because we still have the new Japanese prime minister, and she's mostly based. We have the chick that's giving birth on Twitch. You know what? That's probably a good idea. Let me just run through the articles here, and you guys can help me pick what we want to talk about here. We have the Cinder VTube drama, which I don't have any stake in. I just couple of y'all brought it up in the Discord, so I figured I'd look into it a little bit. And it's the funny thing for me is that it made the Times of India. Ooh, Yam, you better be careful. Careful, buddy. Watch what you say on the internet. We have diversity as our strength, which is just some clips of diversity being our strength, so to speak. Zelda Williams talking about her late father and how people are sending her AI clips of him and she doesn't like it. The guy squishing the chocolate frog because of JK Rowling thinking he's owning her. The spoiled city woman that wants to be a trad wife but also wants to still live in the city. For the Helldiver gamers, Hellmeyer has been invaded again for like the, 20th time now. We have some Ghost of Yotai updates, Roger Jackson update I posted in the Discord. I can look at some stuff from the Discord. If you guys post anything there, let me know. The murder of the young boy in his own house, that the guy who did it got out with like a very light sentence, and that's really depressing. There's an Magical India section because it's a manufacturing thing, and the dude is wearing sandals. So Paris Fashion Week. I want to look more into that. There's some crazy fashion going on there. More streamers ruining Japan. Dylan Mulvaney being unhinged. I have a second DSP clip, but it's not as good. This is one that Nyanis was talking about a lot, the AI energy issues. I have a couple things on that. The new bird cum virus. Some derangement and degeneracy. Discord hacks. This affects all you guys on Discord. So if you're paying for Nitro, or you had to put in for age verification, just know that it got hacked and they might have your information. Gundam posted about The Witcher Season 4, which is not looking great. Markiplier just got married. Cecil was airlifted out of his house because he's too fat. And someone running for governor in California who's retarded. We'll end on cryptids because it's Halloween and it's creepy, but all this other stuff, please feel free. Let me know what you want to look at next. For now, I'll yap for a minute while you guys decide. If you guys don't, I'll figure something else out, but I just want to see what you guys are thinking. Maritime news from Captain Flippers. Russian submarine surfacing at the French coast. By the way, Captain Flippers, did you ever figure out if you got that job yet or not? Elucidator, welcome. Glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping in on the gaming channel as well. If you guys are interested, I will give you guys a link to that as well. I do this one. I am consistent on. I do streams at least every Sunday. So at night though, I do games pretty late. So there you go. I'm gonna have to delete this later. Something's up with that. Anyways. Captain Flippers for the cruise ship job with the German captain or something like that. Yeah, Jericho, I made a lot of stuff, but we can talk about more stuff tomorrow too. So, I just wanted to get this one. I could only take a half day today, from work. So that's why we are streaming late. Tomorrow I'll be streaming earlier and probably for longer, maybe for 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5, kind of like Yanis does. And then I'll work on stream stuff, making stream look better, getting some scenes down, and maybe I'll game later in the night, maybe. But I mostly do Helldivers, and I might jump into Doom. That's mainly the niche of my channel right now. Is I wanted to be boom shooters, so Doom clones, and Helldivers, and then I might do some other stuff on the side like Friend Slop and stuff like that. It ghosted you. Sorry to hear that, Captain Flippers. You got it, Yam. For now, let me go over this while you guys feel free to talk or think about what you want next. Get out of here, ad. Fuel leak blows cover for alleged Russian submarine. No. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say that. Novorossiysk, off Gibraltar. At the end of September, a Telegram channel known for its network of Russian intelligence sources. Wow, Telegram has Russian intelligence sources. Reported that a Black Sea Fleet submarine had run into serious technical problems while on a mission off Gibraltar. So why does Russia have submarine in European waters, not near Ukraine? That's kind of weird, huh? Hey, Mr. J, good to see ya. She was for a minute. I think she's eating McDonald's right now. Although she should be doing her Arby's mukbang, not eating McDonald's. We will skip the VTuber drama. I don't really care about it either. It's just something that happened in the Discord. And I thought I might cover it. The biggest thing is, the biggest funny thing about that, I will go over it just briefly. Where is it? This one. The only reason it's funny is because it made it into the Times of India. Why did the Times of India care about VTuber drama? Oh, excuse me. Gamer moment. So, that's the only funny thing about that. Otherwise, we will skip it. The long and short of it, as I said in the Discord, is women. Women. We need to meet the Arby's goal, Remy. That needs to happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Yam and Captain Flippers. Like, why is the Time of India or the BBC covering VTuber drama? I mean, I get that they're like a phenomenon, quote unquote, like an internet phenomenon. They're very popular right now, but like, why are major news channels covering this? Like, yes. Also, men acting like women, correct? Which is the Dylan Mulvaney stuff, but we can get into that later. Back to this sub. So I don't care what kind of submarine is it. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't really. This is the one why was it in the Strait of Gibraltar? Although a bunch of letters that I'm not going to be able to pronounce claims the name of the sub was on a combat mission, it does not necessarily mean it was intended to target British positions on Gibraltar or anything else for that matter. Like, why would it be there? The only combat missions Russia would have is against Ukraine right now, right? So why is it in English waters, French waters, whatever? Most often, these types of missions are about intelligence gathering or the discreet transport of personnel and equipment. Strait of Gibraltar is perfect for these types of covert operations. It is the only maritime gateway between the Atlantic and the Mediterranean, and all vessels passing through it are closely monitored. On top of that, Russia has a tradition of maintaining a naval presence in the Mediterranean, explained Basil. This guy is named after an herb. Basil Ermond. I'll leave it to the French to be named after a seasoning, after a herb. An international security expert of maritime affairs at Lancaster University. Is he French? He might be British. Anyways, it's long-term naval deployments to achieve political, economic, and strategic objectives by projecting its military influence in a region, he said. Okay, so this is just this submarine was just there because to be a dick measuring contest. Basically, don't mess with us, right? And they had to surface because they had a gas leak. Great. What a wonderful show of force. What is patchouli, Deke? I don't even know what patchouli is. But So that's the long and short of it. There's nothing happened. As always, nothing ever happens, right? Some things happened. Hold on, I got to do Trump voice for talking whenever I repeat things. Some things happened. Some big things happened. Yes, some things happened recently, but in this case, nothing happened. Nothing ever happens. Look at the chart. I know the chart. Because nothing ever happens, and it usually doesn't. Sometimes things go up, sometimes things go down, but on a consistent level, nothing ever happens. So all these guys are fine. Brave gives me freaking ads and makes noises on my computer. So thanks for that. Also, you guys can see I'm not even hiding it. I have a 3D model coming in for my vtuber. I'll show you guys actually. I think I should be able to. Let me see. I don't really care if you guys see my messages. There's nothing to hide here. No, he took a screenshot of it. Here we go. So I have a 3D model. I just haven't implemented it yet. And I'm trying to figure that out. It's a lot more intricate than a live 2D model or a PNG tuber like you guys are seeing right now. But I am really excited about it. I hope I can get it working soon. If I can get it working tonight, that would be amazing, because then I can use it tomorrow and Friday. But the guy who did it for me, great dude, good artist. He did art for Sam Hyde, and that's where I found him. And so I hope this works out, because if it does, then I can use it for my gaming streams. I can put him in like a Helldiver costume or a Doom Slayer costume and stuff like that. I really enjoy what he did. It looks great to me. I don't know what you guys think, but it looks awesome. So get back out of here. Okay. On to the next. So that's what these pages are, by the way, since I keep seeing, I'm keeping them up so I don't lose them. I know I could put them in bookmarks, but then I'll forget. But yeah, that's what these pages are for. So I can try and implement my 3D VTuber. I know one of you, it was either Yam or Remy, said something about the stinky Deke. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let me go back and read. French or quirky like that? Yes, to have herb names. The Russian Navy is the longest running joke in history. Well, their Air Force isn't that great either, so. Patchouli, okay, it's a stinky plant that the Portuguese love for some reason. Such a backwards people. Well, I'm not Portuguese, so I wouldn't know what patchouli is. I have a bunch of my handler has a bunch of like pothoses and stuff like that in the house. Just I don't handle that. I could maybe take care of a cactus or like an aloe plant, but anything that requires any more maintaining than that, I'm better with cars. I can turn wrenches better than I can take care of plants. I don't have a green thumb, so. I know one of you, it was either Remy or Yam, was asking about the chick, this chick, the spoiled city chick, right? Okay, let's take a look. And let me give you guys the sound back on. Let me turn down the music and turn the sound on so you guys can hear this brave and stunning person.
I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work because aren't we supposed to be frolicking around in the woods, gathering fruit and baking bread and fucking each other? Why am I worried about my 401k? Why am I paying $407 a month in health insurance? Why is my car payment $588? Insurance for my car $212, and I've never been in an accident. Knock on wood. Like, I don't even want to get into my rent. Why
before she continues, I mean, I can kind of understand why she's upset about her rent. Look at where she's living. It looks like a very large prison cell with some postmodern or like modern furniture that is very bland and boring. Don't you think? Never trust a man who smells of patchouli. All right. I'll remember that. I don't know what patchouli smells like, but I'm sure I'll know when I do. Cool. Yeah, we have a farmer's market around here too, Bulgarian man. That's what I'm going to call you because I can't read your name. So, but we have one of those around here too. A lot of people sell cool stuff, you know, like food and fresh organic stuff. We've thought about selling plants and stuff over there as well. Hey, Remy. Well, this is for you, Remy. It's nothing crazy. It's just another pretentious, spoiled white woman. She's complaining, as you've heard. She's complaining that she doesn't like how much it costs to live in a city and be an adult, but she also doesn't want to move out to like a rural area where it's cheaper, because she still wants to be able to do all the things, like all the activities and stuff she can do in the city. But she also doesn't want to pay for it. She wants someone else to pay for it. And I don't know this for sure, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say, but she also don't need no man. She wants to be a strong, independent woman that has everything paid for her, that wants city life, but wants rural, valued living. As usual, women. I need that as a gift to come up when I talk about this kind of stuff, like Gundam does. I just need the GIF with the sound, the women sound. So just women being women, but it is funny to listen to the hypocrisy. Let's go back and listen to more of it.
And I get that people are going to be like, well, just live somewhere cheaper. Okay, calm down. I don't want to kill myself, so I'm going to live somewhere I enjoy. But also, like, why did we set this shit up the way that it is? Why? Like, I just don't think I vibe with the majority.
Where's Dobromir? If you're still here. Oh, that's how I say your name. Dobromir. Okay. It's in... I will try and remember. Anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we can't at you because it's all in Eastern European writing, which is like almost English, but not quite. It's almost English letters, but not quite. He wants to frolic in the woods, but not like the actual woods. It's gross. Yes, exactly.
Of the way we've set things up as society is all I'm saying. I'm not vibing with it currently.
She's not vibing with the way things are set up in society, guys.
That's all.
She's not vibing with it. She's not vibing with the fact that what she's really not vibing with is the fact that she has to be an adult and work because she doesn't want to find a good husband and stay at home. It's like you can't. The biggest issue for young women, and it's not all, I have to always preface that, not all women are like this. Not all women are like this. There are some good women. There's some good women out there, but this woman is not one of them right now. A lot of young women, they want to have it all. They want to be a trad housewife without having to submit to a dude. They want to be able to make their own money, but they want to use your money. They want a dude who does the whole 9 yards. The what is it? Like 6,000, the six sixes. Be gone, Satan. But the 6 sixes, like I think 6-pack abs, 6 inches in the where, 600 horsepower, 6 figures job, 6 years since they had a girlfriend, and then 6 feet tall. There are a lot of women like that, despite what Yanus may say, and I get it. Not every woman. My handler is amazing. I love her. She keeps me in check. There's a reason the government sent her to take care of me, that the good Lord sent her to take care of me. But a lot of women, I don't know if it's a majority, but a lot of women do have that same mindset where they want everything, but they can't have everything. You can't be everything in life. You have to choose. Be good at your job. You can be good at your profession, or you can be a good housewife, good to your kids. You know, it still takes a 2-income household for most people, but I'm saying women, for the time being, unless we worked out something where we could make it a one income household again, for the time being, if it does have to be a 2-income household, there are jobs that would be more suited to that, as in like teacher, being a TA, nurse, that kind of stuff. But teacher's pretty good because usually you can bring your kid to school and you can still watch over your kid at school. So, but this is just a young college chick, you know, probably 20, 22, being dumb, wanting it all, wanting to live in the woods, but also live in the city at the same time. Here. Oh, whoa, okay. YouTube's gonna ban me for that one, maybe. Just ignore that, guys. Just ignore that. You didn't see nothing. 50-50. Captain Flippers, I think copy pasta. Cyrillic. Who is Cyrillic? What is Cyrillic? Can't copy paste. Obermere. Yes, thank you, Deke. That's what I was saying. Christoph, not Christoph. Okay. How old is this one? She's probably 20, 22. Obermere. Moon runes. So that's all that was. There's nothing more to say about that, but just silly. Being a young city college woman is a silly thing. Yes, right, Dobermere. Let's look at the chick who's giving birth on Twitch. She can't show anything, obviously, but and Dan Clancy, the owner of Twitch, even stopped in. Congratulate. So there's sound. That's enough of that. Let's see Dan Clancy jumping in here. So Dan Fandy, best of luck and congratulations. Wishing you the best in this journey. This dude. Look at that dude. You have to me, it's like, do you have to share every freaking moment with chat? Do you have to share this is a very intimate moment, having a child. I don't care that they're having it home. Some people might say she should go to the hospital. I don't really care. But you have to share this with the world, with chat. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I think you could keep this one. You don't have to you don't have to show this one off. I agree with everybody. This one right here. This is me about this. Here, hold on. I'm gonna add to this. There we go. Perfect. Cyrillic is the name of the alphabet. Okay. Okay. I know I don't have to look up everything you guys tell me about, but I'm kind of interested. It's like I would be for like a Gaelic, Irish Gaelic alphabet, probably. Okay. So it does have some of the same letters as the English, like it has some similarities to the English alphabet, but it has letters specifically for stuff for multiple letters. Okay. Interesting. This is just like the ohm symbol. Interesting. Anyways, I mean, I'm not going to be able to learn it, but Deke, shut your mouth, all right? You know what I mean. I am part Irish, okay? I'm part Scottish and Irish, so I'm interested in that. Happens to be called Gaelic, all right? That's not how it's spelled. It's more like garlic. And the smart washing machine said 10 minutes left 20 minutes ago. That's the other thing. I didn't think about this. Who's watching this person give birth? How many people were on this stream? This could look bad in my search history. I have to be very specific. That's professional, right? $50,000 views. This chick got 50,000 views for having a baby on stream. What the hell? Influencer Fandy gives birth to her baby during 8-hour live Twitch stream. Fandy was away from her computer during her last Twitch stream. While the gamer, is she a gamer? Let me see. I don't know if I believe she's a gamer. What else do you do, Fandy? Is this her? This is her. She live right now? I mean, I'm not going to watch her, but so she does play games. Let's see what she plays. First off, what is this? No, I don't want to watch your stream. Go back. Plays World of Warcraft. She does just chatting and music. Rust. Okay, that one. Rust is the only thing on here that's like slightly like I'm okay with this. World of Warcraft is weird that it's coming back or that people have continued playing it. League, that's disgusting. Puh, get out of here. Just chatting, look, she's a booby streamer, all right. This is some e-thought stuff. Music, okay. So these two are the only like respectable ones. Plays driving games. It looks like Dune. Okay, so she does some gaming stuff, but she also is a booby streamer. Great. Wonderful. That's exactly what I want to see. Back to the article. Twitch gaming, don't make me laugh. Why is this on Twitch? Understand kick Twitter. I'm not shaming the mother. I'm just asking a question. Yeah. Yeah, well, my bigger thing is, why do you want to share that with the world? Why do you want to share? It's such an intimate moment. I wouldn't share that with. Sorry to tell you guys, I would not share with you guys if I had a baby. I can't bear the baby, but if the person I was with was having a baby, I would not share that with you guys just because I'm streaming, all right? Especially even for 50,000 views. Like, that's, don't we have any sense of like shame anymore? Don't we have any sense of intimacy between people? Anyways, let's read a little bit more about this. And maybe I should turn my music back on. Okay. While the gamer is usually playing games like World of Warcraft and League of Legends, horrible choices, for fans, she spent her October 7th live stream giving birth to her baby girl Luna in her living room. Luna's like a cat name, bro. Also, I didn't even think about this. How are you gonna feel as the kid? How are you going to feel? There we go. How are you gonna feel as the kid when you grow up and you're like, oh, my mom gave birth on stream. She gave birth to me on stream. Right. That's exactly what I want my first thoughts about life to be. Having your whole life on video too. It's just, I'm against family streaming in general, or streaming children in general. The only exception I maybe have is like the Costco guys, and that's because the kids seem to be not being pushed into it at all and they're just doing it on their own. But even that, I'm kind of like, you should maybe wait until they're at least like 15, 16, but preferably 18. I have almost a thing, and this could be extreme. I have almost an opinion where I'm like, people shouldn't be allowed on the internet till they're 18 at all. And the limited uses is for like looking up historical facts or math problems and stuff like that. But that would have to be, I don't know how you monitor that, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. The Dutch. I'm going to have to tell her that. She's going to get a kick. Oh, is on the fringe on today. I can check on that. I mean, if you guys want to, feel free. I'll be on tomorrow and Friday in the morning for you guys, but let me go check it out really quick. Give me just a second. My friend just called me. Let me text him and tell him I can't talk right now. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you go. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Let's go back to oh, refund see here. He is. You know what? I will give a shout out.
You're being such a
To
baby.
Gundo. He will probably say, I'm just starting out. I don't know how entertaining I am to you guys. I do appreciate you guys coming by. And just know, in my chat, as opposed to Gundam's chat, I will not ignore you. I will try and read almost all of your chats, especially since there's only 4 of you here, right? But if you guys do want to go, we do support Gundam, and it's part of what Nyakuza does, so there you go. If you do want to head over there, feel free. I will be here for a little bit longer. I'm going to try and stay on until probably for another 2-ish hours, for another hour or two, and just shoot the shit, yap. So, but if you guys want to come back, or if you guys want to stay at the end, I'm going to be talking about the Ohio Grassman, because it is spooky season. So be prepared for that. He probably has better things to say about Hasan than I do. He can kind of wig out. Hey, you guys tell him. I mean, I'm willing to jump on with him if he wants to, but and talk about it. But here I'm just I have a bunch of stuff to cover myself. So, but I don't want to keep you guys. If you guys want to go over there, feel free. All right. He needs it more than I do. I have a full-time job. I'm doing this for fun until I can hopefully maybe make it my full-time job. But Gundam needs the support. Bendy's in there. I'm gonna send some support to Bendy. There we go. Okay. With that, let me get off of here and continue. So back to this. Yeah, it's like I cannot imagine doing this for the clout, man. Having your kid on stream. I can't believe the dad allowed it, but I guess they make enough money. How much money do you think she makes? Did we look at the Social Blade? Let's look at the Social Blade. Let me see how much she maybe makes. Fandy. Fandy. I want Twitch, actually. Twitch. There we go. Okay, she lost 74 followers. Okay. I guess this doesn't give us money, but you can look at YouTube views and kind of get an idea, maybe. Maybe let's go. Andy, net worth. Let's see. Stream charts. Okay, this is a new site. I haven't seen this. I'm gonna get a virus. Yeah, Jericho. You don't have, well, Jericho, again, you don't give me money. Send it to Nanus. Send it to Nanus. Because until I have 1,000 subs and 40,000 hours of watch, 4,000 hours of watch time, I can't even get super chats and stuff anyways. And I don't need it. I'm doing fine. I work. The Duchess works. We're fine. We're doing good. God has blessed us very much. I want to do this as a job. So right now I'm doing it as a hobby and trying to work it out. Right. Nanus needs to do it. She doesn't have a job. She wants to make money to help her dad. So it's better that it go to her. Or if you want to send it over to Gundam, send it over to Gundam money wise. All I want right now is, as I've told them many times before, I want favors. I want to be on stuff. I want to entertain people. That is my goal. I want to make community. So Skibbity Ohio Grassman. Yes. Spooky season. Yes. Captain Flippers. Halloween. It is October. It is spooky season. Yena says she was going to cover cryptids, but she's going to cover the thing that I said I wouldn't talk about. Thing that shall not be named. It has to do with minotaurs. I'm not going to be involved in that, but it is very scary for Halloween. But I'll cover cryptids in her stead because I enjoy talking about them, and I think it's good for October to cover cryptids and monsters and urban legends and myths, right? I think they're cool. Ready for spooky season? Yes. Captain Flippers. All Hallows Eve. Already made his costume. Yes, that's right, Captain Flippers. You did. Everyone has seen it, but just in case they haven't, should I pull up the Discord? Let's see. Art page, right? You just made some stuff. Let me see. Let me get it on my stream window. Capture window. Sure. Window capture. Okay. Discord. Okay. Discord. Cool. There we go. All right. We're up. Let me turn off the other one really quick just so it's out of there. Oh, it's taking up the whole damn page. Yes, Captain Flippers. Looks very cool. Appreciate your mustache, by the way. Looks like a very, very good mustache. Bring that down. Put the other one back up. I don't know what I'm gonna be yet. I think I'm just gonna either rock my Helldiver's helmet, or and some gear like that, or I might do my Among Us from a couple years ago, just because I still have the costume. It's one of those inflatable ones. So, what are you guys doing for Halloween? I just hand out candy to kids. I don't do much anymore, but that's what happens when you get old. Get old. I'm in my 30s. My back hurts. It's 1 a.m. for you, Bulgarian man. Gosh dang it. Dobromir. That's right, Dobromir. 1 a.m. Yes, go to bed, Dobromir. I appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Same, we're going to be doing the stream at the time that Nyanus normally streams. So it'll be daytime for you, I think, or early nighttime, early evening. So we'll be around. And I'll be on for a few hours. I took the next couple days off to help out the Duchess with some stuff. But since I'm going to be here, it's not like an active thing that I have to help out with. So I said, okay, cool. I can do a couple covering news for instead of Nyanus, and keep the guys here talking in chat, give them something fun to do in the mornings while Nyanus is out, right? So have a good night, Dobromir. When I am, Julie, you smack the like button like a thank you, Remy. I appreciate it. What profits it a man to gain the world but lose his soul? True, true, Deke. Why doesn't anyone want to buy my soul? God wants your soul, Dobromir. Lord Jesus Christ. All right, I was talking about sending soups. Message I sent was stopping by sending good vibes. No. This machine is fucking washing machine. Not doing nothing this year. Working. We don't celebrate Halloween. Asia won't get pork if I don't get to. Oh, right, Jericho. You drive. Okay, well, good luck on that. Have a Reese's. Have a Reese's at least. Okay, well, when you do, Dobromir, let me know so I can say goodnight. Back to Fandy. Let's talk about her. Twitch stats, past 30 days. Let's see here. Hours watched, 42,000. Holy crap. 2,000 viewers, average viewers 700. Still negative followers. I wonder if that's from the having birth stream. 5 views. What? You have money, streams, game categories, audience statistics. I mean, subs maybe would tell us, because subs are like what, $5 on here. No, not getting it on here, money wise. but with just how much it seems like she streams and has viewers, she's probably making a decent amount of money. That's a stock. Hold on. Which streamer? Okay. Fandy, also known as Katie, does not have a publicly available net worth figure. Net worth for most individual streamers is not disclosed. Widely, blah, blah, blah. Give me an estimate. Google AI. I put estimated. Estimated. I also spelled streamer with many E's. One search result mentions, gosh dang it, not the stock. God dang it. Well, we're not going to find how much she makes, but she probably makes a lot with how many views she's getting. So enough to live off of, definitely. The 8.5 hour labor process on her Twitch account with multiple friends, as well as her husband, Adam, and midwife by her side. Fanny spent the first nearly 7 hours in various positions as her contractions got closer and closer. Yeah, of course, that's what you do when you're pregnant. Booty streamer. Okay, anyways. Moving on. Point of that was, I don't like it. I don't like it and I don't want it. Hey, that's done. What else do we want to talk about today? Let's do a little bit quicker one. I know I put it in the Discord, so let me actually go back to Discord. I put it in the news. There we go. All right. Roger Jackson is getting trial, apparently. Felony battery for the Psycho Stu incident. I hope Psycho Stu gets some money. This. There you go. That look. Bigger. New to all this, guys. I also need a second screen. There we go. I don't know if that's enough for you. All right. So, understanding this, let's go back to the internet now, after I just resized that page. And let's look up how much felony battery gets you. Thank you for correcting me. Jail time for felony battery varies by jurisdiction and the specifics of the case, but in California, it can range from 2 to 4 years. State prison. See, that doesn't seem like enough for me. I feel like he almost killed Stu. It's like I feel like they need aggravated assault on there too. But I feel like he should do at least 5 to 10, or at least pay. Like, I'm sure if he pays the family, I mean, but Stu's never gonna be the same, man. One to 2 years, serve half unless he fights in prison. Not enough, but better than nothing. Okay, Captain Flippers. I'm glad I could. I wish I could grow such a thick mustache. But yeah, Remy, I mean, hey, it's whatever. At least it's something. I hope the family sues for money for damages, but but he needs to be, especially because he's a celebrity's kid. I'm sure he's going to get the elite treatment even in prison. He'll probably go to a nicer prison than most people. Fighting though, I could see him fighting with some people or trying to fight with some people, but he doesn't seem like a big guy. So in prison, he might get pushed around, except for the fact that he actually has fight training, I guess. But I think it should be longer, but whatever. I hope he pays the crap out of Stu's family, but even then it's not going to change any of the Stu's. I don't know how well Stu is doing, but we can check. See how he's doing. In August, September 2025, professional wrestler Sycho Stuart Smith was severely. Summary: Stu's condition. Initial injury. Specific injury. Okay, initial injury. Following the attack, Stu was found unconscious in the ring and taken to the emergency room. The injuries included a severe head injury, a fractured maxilla bone, whatever. Trauma to both the upper and lower jaw, a laceration to his upper lip, and the loss of several teeth. Progress. Okay, within a few weeks, he had been released from the hospital and was at home resting. He was reported to be in good spirits despite the long road ahead. Okay, he has a general stages: recovery, immediate phase, early and early. So this is what he looks like right now, or is that before? Has returned from home from the hospital, blah blah blah. When was this posted? September 2nd. Okay, so it's not new, but it's newer than when he got attacked. Let's hear. Grateful Smith was disturbing footage. Raja was, yes, I know. You don't have to summarize this. I just want to know how he's doing. Okay. Well, yeah, I can sort by. No. Okay, Reddit. I don't like Reddit, but 1 month ago. No, there's not really anything new on that, except for that Raja's going to jail, so. Be introduced to Bubba. He's not his dad, but he has training a couple. Yeah. You and Captain Flippers, you and Slammer would get along. He also has an amazing mustache. Yeah, I know, Deke. Cringe. Okay, well, so that's the Raja Jackson update. Not really a whole lot more that we need to know about that. I hope they get him, because he needs to do time. He needs to learn how to control his temper is what he needs to do. Let's do something a little bit more fun for a second. Guy, new bird combo. That's a Discord hack. Witcher, Markiplier. Oh, that's a good one. Let's talk about Markiplier. Markiplier just got married. Ain't that fun? Good for him. So we have wins from PewDiePie, like the ultimate winner. We have a win from JonTron, and now we have a win from Markiplier. Even found a woman that's his same height, even though he's short. There's hope. All you have to do is be a world famous YouTuber and have a super buttery voice, like for reading and such. He should do audible readings. Markiplier. Good for him, man. You love to see it. Love to see it. Which reminds me of something. Let me go look it up. Let's hear. I don't know if you guys watch Oni plays, but they are hecka funny, so I'm going to show them to you right now. He does a funny Markiplier. And Jeff. Pause my music really quick so we can watch this animated.
I don't care about these like fucking savants at English, which like fucking show off
Jeff,
their diplomas.
I got a hypothetical for you. You're streaming Five Nights at Freddy's on your PS4. You're getting loads of viewers, right?
Yeah.
And you're making lots of money through donations. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you look to your chat, and people start calling you faggot, and you don't know what's going on. This has never happened before.
And
then the comments start flooding. Hashtag sexy Mark sent me. And then the Markiplier appears, calling you faggot.
Jeff, here's what happens for real though. Your students just come out, he comes up on screen. He's like, Jeff.
Why do I care about this talentless cunt that's been working at McDonald's? I don't care.
Jeff, it's me, your favorite guy.
No, this is what he's saying. He's like, would you like fries with that burger?
Jeff.
That's all. It's just stupid funny. I it's the stuff I'm into.
I'm declaring war on fat gay kids. Not the kids themselves.
What?
But on whatever's making them so fat, gay, and pathetic.
This is sounding incredible.
I was like, what was going on? Oh. Base, though. Very base. Thank you, RFK Jr. GoFundMe. Oh, for Stu is 94. Okay. I'll throw something in there. You know, I was supposed to throw something in there last month. We, in my little group, the Chad Factory / Doom Troopers, we did a push-up challenge. If you did like, I don't know, I think it was like 100 push-ups or something like that. I donate like $1 per 100 push-ups or something like that to Stu's thing. But even though I didn't see anybody do it, I'm going to go ahead and probably throw some money that way if I have any to spare. For those of you that may not know, I used to wrestle, do pro wrestling stuff. I can't show any of it off right now because I try to stay as anonymous as possible on here, but I did used to do some pro wrestling. And so it does hit me when stuff like this happens to pro wrestlers. There's a lot of crappy shit that goes on pro wrestling behind the scenes too, but still, seeing anybody hurt like this in a place where you're supposed to be protecting each other is very tragic. It's very difficult to see, especially for someone who's done it. So good for him. Good, blah blah blah. Haven't seen any videos of him as of late, but I wish him the best. Age Jericho, he does have a clear streamer voice. I have no idea who is he, lol. AI is getting out of hand, or AI is getting crazy. I've been making AI art this week. Need a Macho Man Randy emote. Macho Man is one of my favorite old school wrestlers. I came in later. I came in like post Attitude Era. CM Punk was one of my main guys. I'm straight edge partially because of him. I decided to not do drugs or drink ever. I know I sound boring as fuck, but It's just who I am. But that's when I came in. I didn't come in when I wasn't in when all the old golden era stuff was happening. I did go back and watch some Attitude Era stuff, but I was also way more into Japanese, New Japan, Noah, those kind of wrestling organizations, especially Noah. I love Japanese hardstyle because it's way more realistic to me. I know it's not real, but it's way more realistic to me because the guys want to be actually hit hard. So don't take that the wrong way. No homo. $100 push-ups for $1, or I didn't hear it right. Yes, Dobermir, I was saying, like, so me, I have Discords too. I haven't invited any of you guys necessarily because I fall where Nyanus falls on a center left line politically, I suppose you could say. I am definitely more, I'm center right on a lot of stuff, but I could be, I would assume, considered in a different area of right. I'm not gonna, just for YouTube's purposes, even though I've already shown I already showed a picture I didn't want to show or necessarily agreed with, and in the video we just watched they said the F slur. But I'm gonna try my best to not get on YouTube's bad side for the time being. So with that being said, I'm more right leaning for sure. And some of the people I have in my other Discord servers can get a bit spicy at times. So I don't know if people in Yanus's servers will commingle with those people as well. But I am working on getting a more public server handle. If you guys are interested, I do have one. It has a little bit more accessibility than Yanus's because the guy who's building Yanus's server built my server, but my server is already done. I need to check in with the guy who's building Yanus's server and see when it's done so we can make that flip and hopefully have some more fun stuff and accessibility in Yanus's server. But I also have a server, it's just a lot more dead right now. But you guys are welcome to come in and it'll post whenever I do streams or videos and stuff like that. It's just that I'm on the other end. Yanus is center left, I'm a little bit more center right, and I have probably some more what I would say traditional Christian ideas about politics. So that's why I haven't really advertised it, is because I like you guys and I don't want you guys to go in and see stuff and then be like, oh, this guy is totally like, even though he's joking or something like that, he's just whacked out, or he has some example. I will still be open and have my ideas. So it's like, for example, I don't think women should vote necessarily. I don't think women should. I think I would prefer women to be in the house. It's hard to say when you're not friends with people, when you're not close with people. I haven't seen you guys in person, but if we were to talk about this in person, I could explain myself. Maybe you could see my side. You might not agree, but maybe you could see my side a little bit better and we could come to terms. But when it's online and I'm just talking to you on my side and all I can do is read your guys' side, it's a little bit more difficult. I talk about this, we talk about this a lot in my church small group, is that whole thing where it's like to actually talk to people and for them to come to agreements and to preach to people. You can't just preach to people. If you preach to people, you seem self-righteous, or if you push your beliefs on them, they're just not going to like you. So it's like you have to build friendship with people, and not in like a manipulative way, but like you have to actually care about people. You have to care about people, and then you can say your piece, and if they accept it and agree with it, they do, and if they don't, well, at least they understand you a little bit better and you understand them a little bit better, right? That's why I do appreciate Nyanis so much, because even though her and I disagree, and before she even started streaming, me and her had some conversations on Twitter where I disagreed with her, and she was open to hearing me, but it's not like she agreed with me necessarily. She has her own opinions and I have mine, but she could understand where I was coming from and I could understand where she was coming from, even though we disagree, right? But all that to say, because Dobromir brought it up, yes, in my other server we had a charity thing I was doing where it's a challenge, a fitness challenge. My main channel here, not the gaming channel, my main channel here is mostly focused on helping men be better men, spiritual stuff, history, and fitness. A lot of fitness stuff. It's like I want to help men with men's issues here, and not in like a red pill, like incel kind of way, whatever you want to call it. I hate that word because it's been used incorrectly, but it's an easy attack for women who are upset at men, but like not in the red pill kind of way where it's like the whatever podcast, the what's it called, the Fresh and Fit podcast, the Andrew Tate type of philosophy. I just want to actually help men be like, how do I say this? Be obedient to the Lord more, and not in like a bad way, because obedience sounds harsh to a lot of people. But I just mean like, if you follow what God says, your life won't be easy, but it will get better because you'll be doing the right thing, in my opinion. So that's my general opinion on how I want to help people. I want to get them closer to God. I want them to get fitter, in better shape, and I want them to be able to talk to people like we're talking right now, and how I've talked to Yannis and stuff like that, and how I try and talk to everybody where we can try and figure things out, even if we have some very different opinions on how things should be run. So with that, sorry, I went off on a rant for a minute. Let me read what you guys are saying. 100 push-ups. No, that's a good way to live. No, don't think, blah, blah, blah. Don't need stimulus to have fun. Drinking right now. Cheers. Most Yannis audience is also center right. You gotta pretend to be left to make that money. Yes, that's, well, then I would just be a Hasan orbiter, and they don't even make that much money. Like, Hasan can say that all he wants. He makes money from being left, but his orbiters don't. And in fact, 3 of his orbiters are getting sued right now by Ethan Klein. So I'm good. I will stick to my guns. And it's not even, if I can be frank, I didn't even vote for Trump. I know some people in here may have. I know some people think maybe Trump was the right way to go. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala. I didn't vote for a third party. If you guys want to know the truth, I wrote in Jesus Christ, and you could think that I threw away my vote or something like that, but I wrote it in, one, because I do believe that Jesus and God should be the only leaders, but also in a way I didn't really think that, I knew Kamala wasn't good, but I also had enough that I disagreed with Trump where I was like, I don't think I can in good conscience vote for him either. So and I usually keep my vote to myself, but I'm sharing it with you guys, so feel privileged, I suppose. Came from the Arch server. Spicy stuff are always discussed where it came from. Most of us found Yannis and you from Gundam. You're fine, my dude. I agree. Genuine concerns, not surface level, right? Need to get back to my fitness routine. Even when I am fit, though, I can't do high volume push-ups due to childhood shoulder injury, so I go weighted or 10 count movement. Okay, so Remy, first of all, so when we have stuff like that, I do try and make not necessarily exceptions, but I can like alter it, right? So it's like, if you can't do push-ups, I'll do like sit-ups or squats or something like that. So like ultimately for my Discord server, and not even Discord server, I kind of want to move it to a school, an SKOOL. It's a online app thing. That's where I kind of want to try and make money by having lessons for how to be masculine, how to be biblically masculine, how to do, I like fitness programs, stuff like that. So So anyways, if you ever want to talk about that or work that out, I'm more than happy to. I did have a personal trainer's license for a minute. I just didn't do anything with it at the time, especially because COVID hit. So I couldn't really train anybody anyways. Wasn't the right move, but Kamala wasn't either. Yes, Jericho, that's how I felt. Captain Flippers. Yeah. I would hope you didn't vote in the American election. Then in 2016, Gary Johnson had to do my part to keep the left out of 2024. Okay. I can understand that for sure. Voted with my middle finger. Bulgarian politics is complicated. I bet I can do them, but after about 15, my left shoulder starts popping in and out. Okay. Well, so, I mean, yeah, but I mean, you can break them. How about this? For those of you that are interested, let me know. I will invite you guys. You know what? I'll just put it up. I'll put it up. How about that? Put up or shut up, right? All right, let's go. Put up or shut up. And I will allow, you guys will all be allowed in, so don't worry. You guys can't talk at first, but I will make sure you guys get your roles. Do N for now. All right, new link. Okay. Here you go. You guys want to jump in there? It's kind of dead, but if you guys want to keep up with me personally, as opposed to just hearing, I don't feel comfortable always posting my stuff in Yanis's servers because it's Yanis's server, right? Again, I want to give her respect. It's her thing that she's built. That's why I asked. I know she's like, bro, you don't have to ask to self-promote on my channel, blah, 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 all that stuff. You don't have to thank me or anything like that. But it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. She's been building this stuff. She did the work to get to almost 2,000 subs now. She did the work to have 100 of you guys viewing her at once and making a community where we could talk about this kind of stuff and have fun. So that's why I kind of I want to give her the respect of not doing that. So if you guys want to keep up with me personally or talk in my server, feel free. And then I can kind of talk to you guys more if you guys are interested in, talking about men's issues, stuff that you're going through as a man. Cause I feel like as a man myself and a lot of men I've talked to, they want to talk to somebody about stuff they're going through, but we know that talking to a woman about your feelings or what you're going through can be dangerous because you can look weak. And no matter what women say, looking weak in front of a woman is dangerous because a lot of them will use it against you later, whether that be a partner or a friend, or even your family sometimes. So with that, that's why I made the server. It's all men. I don't plan on letting women in for the time being or ever in that matter. So if you want to talk about men's issues and stuff like that and be a little bit more spicy, if you'd like, you're more than welcome to join and hang out in there, and I can help with fitness or try. That's my life's mission. I know I'm ranting and going on again, but that is what I feel called to by God, is to help men. I feel like I relate to men well. I feel like I've been through a lot of stuff that a lot of guys are going through right now. And I want to help you guys with that. Share my experiences and listen to your experiences and understand that stuff and help everybody with it. So if you guys are interested, feel free to jump in there and I'll do my best. But with that, let's talk about something more fun again, right? Let's see here. Bulgarian politics is complicated. Have a look at Belgian politics. We have 4 governments in the country, smaller than wow. Yikes. That sounds like a lot, Captain Flippers. Loss and lack of purpose. Yeah. And that's what my streams will probably end up being more about anyways, right? Is talking more to you guys about men's issues and stuff like that, or talking in general about that. News is good. talking about drama is good, reacting to stuff is good for views, but ultimately when I get down to it, what I want to talk about is that kind of stuff. And a lot of guys do have a loss of purpose and a lack of purpose. And I think, again, for me, I found it through Christ, and I know I pushed it even heavily in this one, but for those of you that don't believe, you just understand that as Christians, biblically, we are called to be bold in our faith and speak about it openly, because it's what saved our life, right? Is Jesus. So that's why I speak about it so much. That's why I encourage people to be involved in it. But I also understand that a lot of churches haven't made a good way for a lot of people to feel like they can be part of it, and it's difficult. But that being said, even without the purpose of, it's difficult for me to tell people about purpose without God, because that's how I found my purpose, I feel like. But at the end of the day, as a guy, especially one in the current climate where purpose used to be about providing for your family, having kids, working a job that provides for your family, protecting your family. We don't even really have to do that anymore, and when we do, we get put in jail for it, right? Like the guy who choked out that Subway dude who was tweaking and possibly was going to stab somebody. So I can understand how that's difficult, but then at that point, you just have to you have to really sit down and think about it and be like, what's the change I see that needs to be done in the world, and how can I be that? And that's why I want to help guys, is because I see that a lot of guys are struggling with that. That's why I'm so against porn, is I mean, the part of it is the helping men and seeing men struggle with it. And even to the point of, I know some of you guys think I'm overly prudish by being like, oh, a lot of these VTubers have the tits out. They're not doing porn, but they're like gooner bait. And some of the stuff is like, you guys are like, no, that's not gooner bait. But I'm like, it's gooner bait. It's pretty close to gooner bait. Anyways, the reason I'm so against that is just because I've seen how much damage it's done to my friends, how much damage it did to me when I was addicted to porn, when I was getting off porn, and even like little stuff like that, like gooner bait or like borderline gooner bait, was keep drawing me back into watching porn, how it affected my relationships with exes and with the Duchess right now. We can get into that more on a different stream, but just letting you know, that's why I am the way. If you guys ever wondered why I am the way I am in chat, that is why I am the way I am. Oh, is Dobermere heading out? I think the problem in blah, 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 blah. Hey, Yam, by the way, your name means eat. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Daniel Penny. Yes, Remy, thank you. So, now that I've ranted about all that and maybe lost your guys' interest for a bit, or kept it, let's move on to something funny. Let's move on to something fun for a bit. I'm only going to be on for another, let's hit a couple more funny things, and then we'll be out for tonight. Yeah? Sound good? I have a bunch of little things on here, so I'll keep some of these more serious things for like the AI energy. We'll save that for tomorrow. We'll save Dylan Mulvaney for tomorrow. We'll save streamers ruining. Oh, that'll be good. Okay. So we'll do the Japanese Prime Minister tomorrow. We'll do it'll be a Japanese stream. We'll do Ghost of Yotai tomorrow coverage. We'll do streamers ruining Japan tomorrow. So for right now, let's finish up with Gundam talking about Witcher Season 4. Simple enough. It's just this picture. I guess these are main actors. do these look like main actors? This looks like a D&D group, man. Like, this isn't the characters that the D&D group imagined in their head and are acting as. This is just the D&D group, right? Interest peaked. I'm a firm advocate. Streamers are most entertaining when they are talking about they truly care about. I'll keep that in mind, Remy. I'm going to. That's my life's purpose, so that's what I'm gonna do, right? But it's just something I felt needed to be eased into a little bit. Domino, and I hate him for it. Started the domino for what, yeah? Logan Paul started the domino for what? Something for the cringe. I think Gundam posted this, so let's, yeah, ever since they took away, what's his name? It's been bad. Let's see what Gundam had to say. Quote, shit like this is why, how can I talk like Gundam? I can't, I don't think I can. I don't think I can get the New York accent, the slight New York accent with his higher pitch. I don't know if I can get that. Shit like this is why I don't want to live. Let me start that over. Shit like this is why I need to hear him. Let me hear him really quick.
Incredibly based. Sometimes even I need a chicken tendy or two.
Even I need a chicken tendy
on a daily basis.
Your chicken's looking nice, pal.
Woo! Yo, he stole my chicken!
Got a crispy treasure, can't slow me down. Hot and golden, I'm out of this town.
Anyways, let me listen to him one more time. I don't know if you
chicken tendy or two to get through this slop on a daily basis.
Okay. Back to reading it. Shit like this is why I don't want a live action Gundam movie. I'm supposed to believe these people can survive an encounter, even a single, is that a necrol? So wonderful. Netflix ruining another one of their, bro, they had something great when they had Henry Cavill in it. Why did they get rid of Henry Cavill? I don't even really particularly care for The Witcher as a game. I haven't played it. I played it once and just not my thing, which is weird because I liked Cyberpunk, but they had it with Henry Cavill, right? And Henry Cavill is great in, if I was making a nerd movie, I would hire Henry Cavill because I know he's gonna stick with the source material and he's gonna even put me in the place about source material. This is just a D&D group. I don't even know who these, like, the only one that even looks remotely worth fighting is this one right here, the orange haired chick. She might be like okay archer, but I hope these people are like just side, like very brief side characters. Oh yeah, Logan Paul was the start of foreigners getting a bad rep in Japan, and then I mean he started it, but I feel like Johnny Somali really solidified it, right? Like Logan was pretty bad, don't get me wrong, but one, it was just him at the time, like he was the only one doing it at the time. Two, he kind of had the money and platform to, one, apologize for it, quote unquote apologize for it, and two, he had the money to pay for any kind of vandalism that he did. So it's like, I'm not saying it makes it okay, I'm just saying it's better than Johnny Somali, who had no money and was doing it for like what, 100 viewers or something like that, and he was ruining things, I feel like, worse than what Logan was doing. Logan was also kind of just being a dumbass and ignorant. Johnny Somali, I feel like, was purposely damaging stuff and purposely aggressive against the Japanese people and culture because he doesn't give a shit and just wanted views. So nailed the role and was the best Superman. Okay, was the best Superman, and he got booted from both for no good reason. Yeah, exactly. Perfect for the role. Johnny is getting bled dry and all his funds in Korea before they throw him in jail. Love seeing him finally get shut down. Yeah, dude, I say this all the time. I've seen so many videos of not even American, and I don't even know if I'd call Johnny Somali American. I'm sure he has a U.S. citizenship, but I have a feeling that his parents weren't U.S. citizens when they got here. And they are probably in Dearborn, Michigan or Minnesota. So anyways, I wouldn't call Johnny Somali an American, quote unquote. But I've seen Americans be pretty bad. I've seen even other people, foreigners. I think it was a Brazilian guy who recently pushed an old guy on the train. I'll have to look it up again before tomorrow, because we'll do just a Japan-centric stream tomorrow. But more than just Americans too. A lot of them are the scholars of America that are doing dances in the middle of the street, or like breakdancing in the middle of the street or on the trains or in front of shrines, right? Great, which is great. How do you not know? Like, you don't go into, let's say, a Catholic church and just start breakdancing. It's the same thing at a shrine, right? I know Japanese people aren't necessarily as religious in the form of like actually believing in God and spirits necessarily. I've heard a lot of them say that they don't even believe anymore necessarily like their ancestors did, but they go because it's traditional. But even still, it's disrespect to just culturally, whether they believe that there's a God there or not. So it's like, but despite that, I've seen more than Americans disrespecting Japan, and I hate it because I love Japan. I've been there twice. 2018, I think, might have been 2017. Was a lot better than it was when I went back this year. When I went back then, a lot less tourists, and all the tourists I met knew a little bit of Japanese, but they did know manners, right? At least they knew manners. They're very nice people, quiet. Even when we met a British couple, and they were super nice and respectful. And this time when I went this year, it was flooded. I mean, Americans, Germans, French. The Germans, I gotta give them credit. They helped me pick up my change once. I dropped my change and they helped me pick up my change. Nice. They were very nice and quiet. So the Germans, I didn't have as much issue with. I had some issues with some Americans of different racial groups, both like whites, blacks, and some others. There was a ton of Indians, and that was the biggest one. And I'm not trying to be an Indian hater, but there was so many Indians there, and they did not give a shit. Like, most of them did not give a shit about culture, about being courteous and polite. And I don't think many of them knew the language either, if any of them. So it was a huge culture shock, and not in the way of being in Japan. It was a huge culture shock in the way of the tourists that were there, and the people living there. Because you want to talk about how they were supposed to be importing, I think, like 10,000 or 100,000 a year for the next like 6 years before this new prime minister came in. It already seemed like there was almost more. I almost think I saw in the bigger cities, at least, more Indian people and like Bangladeshi or whatever people in Japan than Japanese people that I saw. So it's crazy, but we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Thank you. We're just getting bad rep. Yeah. Swear it sucks because I do want to go there. I'm gonna be respectful. If you want to go, Yam, my suggestion from what I was looking at is there was a lot less tourists in summer, but it's going to be hot as balls over there, just so you know. Or early fall, early mid fall. There's less people in fall and winter too, especially winter because it's so much snow. So if you're willing to deal with snow or it being really hot, you'll miss a lot of the tourists. So wish it would stop being so lame and gay. Yep. Okay. Doctors and engineers. Yeah, doctors and engineers, Remy. Yeah, right. No, they were working in the 7-Elevens. They were working in the Family Marts, man. Since somebody's home, you're a representative of your country. Visit other countries when people had a... Well, this is why, again, we'll talk about it with the Prime Minister. She's very against all this immigration and tourism stuff. So get ready for it to be a lot harder to be a tourist over there. I want to go to Germany for the bread. I want to go to Germany for a metal concert. Germans love their metal, and I enjoy metalcore and hardcore. So good bread. Here you should go to Belgium. I'd like to try the bread, try the chocolate, but I don't know about meat dishes. I'm a meat savory guy. Don't take that the wrong way that I'm into meat. All right. I mean, the kind that you eat for food. Also bad Chinese. Yeah, there have been a lot of bad Chinese tourists too. I've did a lot of poopy people. Yeah. Just make sure you do not go during Golden Week. Yeah. Yeah, Golden Week or New Year's, kind of not great times to visit. Okay. Dobermere, for yogurt, do they do like flavored yogurt? Like if I wanted like strawberry or something like that? Because I'm used to my yogurt being, I know other cultures, yogurt is kind of like use it with savory stuff or like salty stuff, but I'm used to my yogurt being like sweet, right? I'm used to having like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, I think apples sometimes, fruit. A lot of fruit. I haven't tried schnitzel. I'd be down to try some schnitzel. So that's what we got from... Look forward to The Witcher season 4, guys. I'm sure you'll be watching. If you want me to watch it and get through the cringe for you guys, maybe I'll do something like Gundam does, right? Suffer for in your guys' stead. Next, and one of our final things we will look at before we go to the Ohio Grassman. Well, before I take a piss and then we go look at the Ohio Grassman, we will look at Cecil. This is from Camelot. This is Cecil getting airlifted out of his house. So it's obviously not, right? It's not Cecil getting airlifted out of his house, but you know, it's hard to see, and I can't tell if I full screen it, then I can't see anything because I only have one screen. I really need to set up my second screen. But if you can't see it, it's just a very, very morbidly obese man. West Palm Beach man had to be lifted by a crane from his apartment for medical attention. And Camelot said, this video of Cecil was just leaked. No wonder he streams 24/7 and got no other choice. I think Cecil actually commented on this. Let me see. I can find him. What is this thumbnail, Cecil? What is this? Here we go. Rest in peace, Cecil. Rest in peace, Cecil. Not even dick to butt resuscitation can save his fat ass. Never put limitations on the power of dick butt. Ever. Oh, Cecil. Funny dude. That was it though. Just making fun of Cecil being fat. With that, let's go to our final article of the night. I looked it up on my phone and forgot to save the actual link. And before we get into this, I'm going to change my face, first of all. I was angry that whole time. Oh my gosh. And second, I'm going to take a short break so I can piss, all right? I'm piss maxing right now. Let me turn on the music. Let me get something else going here. Go to the break. Where's my break? There you go. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go take a pee, okay? It'll take me like a minute. Okay, I'm back. Like I said, super short. This one. I'll just turn down the music. There we go. Okay. Let's look at the Ohio Grassman. Look at this picture. Can I zoom in? Gosh dang it. All right, well, let me look up Ohio Grassman. It's basically a Bigfoot. Not grass. Grassman. You see, it's basically a Bigfoot, but I mean, I'm going to look at the article and someone drew this cool picture of it. This is the one from the actual article here. I zoom in. God dang it. Oh, dang it. I want to zoom in. I'm already on the article. What the heck? Ugh. Yikes. Oh, they have a monster quest for it. Great. Oh, during the yogurt area. Oh, right, Lucian Wolf. I forgot you're German. You have to share some German food on the on Yanis's Discord. Thanks from milk. Yogurt lives in my country and parts. Oh, okay. Okay, Dobromir. So, yogurt literally comes from where you're from. is pretty down to earth. Think French cuisine, but for farmers. Fries, of course. Fries are just so much a part of our culture. We have dedicated snack bars just for fries. Okay. Like fries with stuff on them, or just plain fries, like with salt or something like that. Glad that Gen Z movements have been happening all around the world, especially against corruption. They all hate it. True dat, yeah, true dat. American folklore is like 60% Bigfoot or Bigfoot adjacent, and 40% terrors beyond comprehension. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, European cryptids seem a lot more whimsical for the most part. American cryptids, for some reason, just got, well, you got a lot of Bigfoot, and then you got, like, you know, skinwalkers. So, let's see. We gotta read this article. Get out of here, ad. For you. So the Grassman, let's talk about it. Let's get a, I'm gonna put a ow 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 and the or wah wah wah, like the skunk ape chat. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. The Grassman. Maybe we should get some spookier music for this. Let's look up Bigfoot music. Oh, I know exactly what to play for this. Hold on. Sasquatch. I wonder if I'll get tagged for this. It's a cover, and maybe as long as I talk over it. Have you guys seen Sasquatch? Sasquatch? Let me pause the music for a second. I can show them off. Browser, YouTube. I know I spelled that wrong. It's okay. It'll fix it. Sasquatch. Bro is crazy, dude. He actually plays it like.
I'm going to Asheville, Nashville, Knoxville, Lexington, Louisville, Cleveland.
He plays it actual like events and stuff now. I mean, look for a good. Yeah, I have to talk over it. I get copyright struck, so maybe I should turn it down a little bit. But it's just a guy in a Sasquatch suit playing. He's sick. I appreciate him. Or maybe I shouldn't say it's a guy in a Sasquatch. It's Sasquatch playing sax. So, anyways. But we should play some spookier music. Let's look for some spooky music. What's a good game? A good, like, horror game? Oh, I know. Yeah, that'll work. Get some ambiance going. Now it's not going to be very loud at first, but anyways. So the Grassman. The Grassman, also known as the Ohio Grassman, Kenmore Grassman, or Orange Eyes. Oh yeah, the Baba Yaga, yeah. A tall bipedal humanoid that stalks the woods of Ohio, hence the name Ohio Grassman. It is reportedly very similar to Bigfoot. No shit. It seems to be much more aggressive than any other. Oh, it's an aggressive Sasquatch, okay? And there's only one. It's like right here in Ohio, just one dot right there. Talk the woods, hence the name, blah, blah, blah. Seems to be much more aggressive than any other Sasquatch species. Grassman gets its name from the small hut-like living structures or nests it builds out of tall grass. Sightings. The first prominent sighting of the Grassman occurred in the small village of Minerva, Ohio in August of 1978, when the grandchildren of Minerva residents, Evelyn and Hal Clayton, along with their friends, ran inside screaming about a hairy monster they saw in the gravel pit outside. When the couple went out to investigate, they saw that the crying children they saw what the crying children had described. It was covered in dark matted hair, sitting in the pit and fiddling with discarded trash. It was estimated to be around 300 pounds. I know dudes who are bigger than 300 pounds. The Claytons fled, but this would not be their last encounter with Ohio's ape man. The Claytons would see the Grassman many times after their initial encounter. One night it was seen peering at them through their kitchen window. Al ran for his gun, but the primate was gone before he returned. The area was later investigated by police. I'm going to turn down the music just a tad. Investigated by police, and although there was no sign of the hairy humanoid, several faint footprints were observed in the mud, and a terrible smell still lingered in the air. So, like skunk ape, the Ohio Grassman, maybe he was just smoking weed. Some really dank weed. The Ohio Grassman was later seen by the Claytons atop a hill near the strip mine at night. The next month in broad daylight. Why did they was this, how long ago was this? Do we have a year? 1978. Okay, I guess they wouldn't have a camera on them. Makes sense. Next month in broad daylight, the couple observed two hairy bipeds on the same hill. It was just me and my buddy. It was only after these reports by the Claytons were made that a startling connection was made. Days before the gravel pit incident, the Claytons' German Shepherd was found dead, its neck broken, presumably killed by the hairy beast. The Minerva case, along with its infamous Sasquatch, would form the... So Sasquatch and the Grassman are from this same area. Form the most complex and important Bigfoot investigation in Ohio's history. Even so, the year 1978 was not the first mention of such creatures roaming the Buckeye State. In the 1700s, Indians native to the Ohio grasslands spoke of a race of bipedal ape men referred to as wild ones of the woods that lived nearby. The Native Americans would leave out food for the creatures in an effort to keep the peace. Again, in the late 1800s, sightings of similar hairy bipeds were made by the Ohio River. The hominid had apparently tried to throw a man out of his carriage, but retreated when his daughter, riding as a passenger, threw several stones at it. It is unknown whether these are all Grassman sightings or possibly sightings of similar kinds of Bigfoot, and if the latter, how related the two or more species are. Characteristic height ranges from 5'10", so normal dude height, to about 6'7". 6'7". Haha. To about 6'7". So a large, like a basketball player. Footprints range from 10 to 20 inches long, so Shaq feet. Actually, I have feet bigger than some of these things. Here to have claws, pigeon toes, or a flat feet. Some prints are three-toed. Interesting. Here. East Europe has some messed up cryptids. The Leshy for one. We have Baba Yaga. Saxophone is a Belgian invention. Interesting. I used to play saxophone. Most of the cryptids from Europe come from the British Isles. Western Europe mostly has sightings of big cats that shouldn't be there. Wonder if those sightings could have been people with werewolf disease. Well, so we can get into that tomorrow too. So, or maybe we'll do a Japanese one tomorrow and we'll do a European cryptid on Friday. Because we have, let's see here, we have a Baba Yaga and we have Leshy. I have never heard of a Leshy, so maybe we'll look into that. Handprints have been found, estimated at 3 to 1,000 pounds. That's a big range. Generally in the 350 to 500 range. Sounds. Some reports say it growls and barks with unusual heavy breath. Odor has a strong odor like the odor of rot that lingers in the area even days after they vacated. Again, dank weed. Appearance, snub nose, peaked or deep set eyes, very chesty, blackish brown in color, long arms, pointed and bulky head, no neck, monstrous wide shoulders, black, gray, or brown hair. Okay, this is too much. Behavior reportedly to be very aggressive and unimaginably strong. According to eyewitnesses, however, according to Native American writings, the creatures have the capacity for peace should it be beneficial for them, possibly indicative of higher level intelligence. Unlike usual humans, some say it walks like a robot or machinery. It can throw large rocks and can break tree limbs. What if this is just an android? Victim, known to kill dogs, and numerous unusual deer kills have been reported, with just the deer's liver taken and its legs twisted off. That's very odd. Groups, up to 5 individuals have been seen. Oh wow, someone saw 5 of these, or reportedly, allegedly. Inhabit and don't really care. Other mothers and babies have been observed. Interesting. Feces found on the tree limbs. Feces found on tree limbs. Who know? How do you know it's from them though? And on wood fibers, the hair strands, which are 16 inches long, have been analyzed by Ohio State University, but haven't been identified. Interesting. Let's look at the pictures that are really too small. That's a horrible rendering. Thank you, History Channel. This is definitely a History Channel rendering. Okay, so that's where they sleep, apparently. This just reminds me of that Futurama thing. Hold on. Again, let me stop the music for a minute just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Futurama foot.
Ranger Park, the park ranger.
I get it.
Now, since this area is a national Bigfoot preserve, we'll start with a short film about Bigfoot while I make a few phone calls.
Interesting cryptid from Europe has to be the Atzillo. What? I don't know how to say that. Found in the Alps, it looks like a big snake with hands. I will have to look into that. I will also make this smaller so that maybe I don't get a copyright attack.
Bigfoot populations require vast amounts of land to remain elusive in. They typically dwell just behind rocks, but are also sometimes playful, bounding into thick fog
and out of focus areas.
Say top quality exercycle for sale. And could you put top quality in bold? You can't. Okay, whatever.
Remember, it's up to us. Bigfoot is a crucial part of the ecosystem.
Crucial part of the ecosystem,
Yours
guys.
all help keep Bigfoot possibly alive for future generations to enjoy, unless he doesn't exist.
Unless he doesn't exist. That's all. That's all I wanted to show you guys. For that. But yeah, so the Grassman, basically Bigfoot. I'm interested in cryptids. If you guys are too, send me your favorite cryptids on either my Discord or Nanus's. It is spooky season, so that's what I'll be going over at the end of every stream. I'll go over a cryptid for this month. Well, for the time that I'm filling in. If you guys are interested in watching me after this point when Nanus gets back, I might do some just cryptid stuff, not cover news, or do more, what is it, men's issues streams at night sometimes, short ones, like 2 hours maybe. Because I feel like a lot of people covered the news already, and I don't know how much more I have to add to it, which is why I think maybe Gundam covering the news is better, or if I were to jump into his or Cecil's streams, it might be better because I have somebody to bounce stuff off of. But if you guys want to know my interests more, I'm more interested in cryptids. I'm interested in music, metal, mostly metal and rock, fitness, helping guys out. That's more what I'm interested in. And unfortunately with news, especially with the government, can't really control a lot of that. You know what I mean? You as a man can't really control a lot of that. So I'm more interested in helping y'all out, or talking more about what y'all can change and control in your guys' lives to help you guys out. So with that, that's all I got for tonight. Is there anything else you guys would like to see? If you guys have any, I believe I made Deke, who is maybe not here anymore, and Remy, you're still here, I don't know. But if you guys are here, if Deke or Remy is here, I think you guys are mods. If you guys have any links or anything else you want me to talk about before we leave, please feel free. Now's the time. Now's the time. I will look up. I will do that. The Taz. Let me copy this. Look into it. Is this from Belgium? Is this thing? Oh, that's weird. I want to look at actual pictures. Oh, it's like a half cat, half like a ferret snake. Cat snake, a big cat snake. Oh, they're scared. They're scared. Oh, look at this one. This one's just a dragon with a cat head. Interesting. This would be a cool one to go over. I've never heard of this before, and it looks interesting. I know Southeast Asia has a lot of weird cryptids too. Very cool. What the hell? Why has he got two little, it's just a lizard, but with a rattlesnake, and his arms are just really small. Okay, cool art, cool. This would be cool in a game, just like a snake cat. Cat snake. But it lives in the Alps. Does it have like fur? I'll have to look into that. I have not played Bloodborne. I would love to play some of those Soulsborne type games. They're very difficult, but with video games, it's unfortunate I have to have the time. So So for games that are like story based, it's like I feel like you have to sit down for at least 2 or 3 hours, maybe more, to get like a significant way through the game. So unless I'm doing it for a video or stream or something like that, it's hard for me to justify spending the time on it. That's why I play Helldivers on the other channel, because at least I'm doing it in community. At least I'm talking to people. As far as like actually like verbal, right? Like verbal talking to people, making friends, that kind of thing. But right now my plan is to stick with Helldivers, and then I'm also going to play a little bit of Doom stuff, and maybe like Warhammer 40k bolt gun. That's kind of what I'm making that gaming channel into, is more of like a I mean, I'd love to play Soulsborne at some point, but the niche of the channel I'm trying to be is like a boom shooter, a doom shooter type of niche. So that's probably what I'm going to be sticking with for the most part, other than Helldivers and other than maybe like friend slop like Peak or Lethal Company, stuff like that. I think the most obscure cryptid I know is the Valravon from Danish folklore. Valvaron. Look at that. Keep these tabs for tomorrow. Cryptid. Guess they named a roller coaster after it. This thing, the like Pro Griffin, full suit of armor. That's a very Soulsborne type of armor. I like this great sword a little bit more though. That's a cool. Guess it's in a game. It's like weird crow, half crow, half man, half like lion thing. This just looks like a what's it called? Hag Raven from Skyrim, just more Raven than Hag at that point. There is also the Beast of Evidane. It's the case in France where our modern mythology of the werewolf. Okay. Silver bullets come from this case as well. Interesting. Mostly survival type games lately. So Dobromir, you play like Tarkov or something, or like Rust. A lost royalty that died in war and wasn't buried. Okay. So they turn into like a crow man, a crow beast thing. Interesting. From a game, I think. Why is this not in the cryptid? Duplicate tab, thank you. Let's go here. Ah, they don't have anything about it in here. We could write a cryptid wiki article for this Valvaron thing. Valravin. That's how I'm saying it. We could write this, chat. With that, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping in. I will be on tomorrow at Nyanis's normal time, so that's going to be what? Like 10 Eastern time, right? Stretching. 10 Eastern time. Also, something for you guys. My dog came in when you guys were on break, so I wanted to show you that. Let me post it up in the Discord here. Pet pics again for those in chat. She came in to say hi. I made sure to not have it. She wanted a pet. I'm probably going to take her for a walk after this before I start working on stream stuff. But with that, I think it's time to close. It's time to wind down the night, closing prayer. But I'm not going to do Liver King. I think it's funny. I think I enjoy it, but I'd rather pray for you guys, whether you believe in Christ or not. If you guys have any prayer requests, please let me know before we end the stream. I'd love to pray for you guys. And whether you believe in Christ or not, at least you know that I care enough to pray for you, right? To the God that I believe in. So I hope that gives you some encouragement for the week. So if you guys have any, I'm going to leave the floor open really quick on chat. If you guys need anything prayer-wise, anything you guys just want a Dobromir, like maybe you just want to sleep better. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'll at least pray for it. You guys need anything, let me know now so I can do that. Let me turn on some music so that you guys will be ending it soon. You guys don't need anything, I will just sign off with you guys, but give you a couple minutes because I know there's a lag a day. Let me know. I'm still here, by the way. If you guys need prayers, let me know, and I'll pray before I actually go. But I'm putting up the end screen because we're winding down the night. All right, guys. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you, Remy. See you later. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, see you guys tomorrow at I believe 10 Eastern. 10 Eastern. So for me, that's gonna be 9, 8, 7. It's gonna be about 7 Pacific Standard Time. Sorry, Dobromir, I don't know what time that will be for you. Thank you for stopping in. Since I don't see any, I'm just gonna have a general prayer for you guys. I hope you guys have a great week. I pray that God shows himself to you. I pray that you guys are that we show God's love to you. You guys are great friends. I appreciate y'all. Thank you again, Yannis. If you see this, thank y'all. I'll see you in the Discord. Have a great night. Have a good week. See you tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Okay? For Japan heavy stream, right? Yep. 9:30. So yeah. I could start a little bit early. I could start whenever I get up I usually get up at like 4:30 my time, so I can start earlier if earlier works for you guys. Let me know in the Discord. Let me know in either my Discord or Nanis's Discord if you guys would prefer to start earlier or around the same 9:30 to 10 time period, okay? And I'll be around. We'll have some fun. We'll talk about the Japanese Prime Minister. We'll talk about influencers ruining Japan and tourists. What else? There was another Japan thing. We'll talk about a Japanese cryptid. Had one more. We'll talk about Ghost of Yotai. All right. And if there's anything else new that comes up, I'll bring that up too. All right. All right. Got it. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. This has been Lionheart Dutch Matrix signing off. God bless.